What up? You busy? I don't even care.
Oh my god, Marcus.
I'm about to shoot through. Yeah. Coming right now.
You got me feeling for you right now. Roll the gas, we can blow it, baby, right now. Drink a little, get you lit, see you hype now. Ain't talking later, shit, I really want you right now. Hit the bedroom, then we turn the lights down. Legs up, got them doing suicides now. Licking on you, got the sheets all wet now. Let's get it in, love, I'm talking about right now. Right now, it's me and you, chilling out by the pool, living our best lives, we blowing the best fruit. Sweet is the best fruit, for starters, you make a nigga blush. We on a journey, I promise you, we ain't gotta rush. Skin soft as the best silk, I gotta touch every part of your body before I tear it up. After we flood the sheets, we gotta paddle up. It be that arch in your back that have a nigga stuck. Back shots, I'm giving you on the regular. Non-stop flights, we doing all the etc. You was so fine, I figure I gotta marry ya. Head be the best, I'm probably gon' have to calendar. Count the paper while we rolling up. Get the bread right, shit, I'm tryna live it up. Glance over just so I can see your bright smile. Let's get it in, shit, I'm talking about right now. Yeah, you got me feeling for you right now. Roll the gas, we can blow it, baby, right now. Drink a little, get you lit, see you hype now. Ain't talking later, shit, I really want you right now. Hit the bedroom, then we turn the lights down. Legs up, got them doing suicides now. Licking on you, got the sheets all wet now. Let's get it in, love, I'm talking about right now.
Right now, put your boy shit soon as she leave the house. Still looking for the score like a kill count. Full different shit, hope you all into this. Sick, heavy, twisted, all bitten shit. Yeah, going hard, none of that timid shit. Last time she said harder, I did it. Talking right now, pipe down, lights down. Love see you squeeze the sheets, feel a bite down. Ain't it nice how when you lie down, put your legs up from the side now. Put you on top, help you drive down. Love how you saddled it, watch you climb down. Now I'm in deep, watch you clutch sheets. Love when you exhale like a spreadsheet. Wanna take some good notes, probably write it down. She wants some analysis right now.
You got me feeling for you right now. Roll the gas, we can blow it, baby, right now. Drink a little, get you lit, see you hype now. Ain't talking later, shit, I really want you right now. Hit the bedroom, then we turn the lights down. Legs up, got them doing suicides now. Licking on you, got the sheets all wet now. Let's get it in, love, I'm talking about right now.
PK, pick a pussy, probably wetter than Pacific. Twisted like a ghetto bird, tryna say Pacific. Black excellence, Bruce, see right how I kick it. If I ask, scratch some leather seeds, best believe she with it. This is King Talk, tell them niggas catch her. Outfield niggas just say I don't rest up. Bless her, babe says she want tequila liquor. Now we extra ingredients, the liquor. At the party scene, dope, headed home on the E-way. Connect us in HS, express how the scene play. Getting top down on the E-way with the top down. King getting rolled while he drove, now we hot now. Home plate mode, I ain't even hit the driveway. Word to Usher, King always did it my way. Said I owed a dick, so I got some debts to pay. She will role play right now, just press play.
You got me feeling for you right now. Roll the gas, we can blow it, baby, right now. Drink a little, get you lit, see you hype now. Ain't talking later, shit, I really want you right now. Hit the bedroom, then we turn the lights down. Legs up, got them doing suicides now. Licking on you, got the sheets all wet now. Let's get it in, love, I'm talking about right now.
Yeah. What up? Already know what it is, man. It's lady night, Thursday night, man. XL Pro, what's happening with you, bro? Everybody else tapping in, what's good with y'all, man? How you doing? How you feeling? Right? Y'all know we here. Right? Y'all already know what it is, Thursday night, ladies night, and we here. We here. We just here. Now, y'all know what it is, though, man. It's ladies night, man. We here, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Yeah. What up? It's your brother, man, a.k.a. Snatch with the Facts. And y'all know y'all tapped in, tuned in to another episode of A Real Talk Podcast. You did XL Pro, what's happening with you, bro? Yeah, man. We going to have a discussion for ladies night tonight. You know what I'm talking about? Right? And you know we're going to get straight to it. There ain't nothing to it but to do it. And you know that we're going to do it like we used to it, Jack. Tap in and walk with us. You already know how it go, what it do, what it be, what it is, and everything in between. You did. And that's a fact. You know what I'm talking about? We here. We here, man. How's everybody doing today, man? It's a beautiful, beautiful Thursday evening. We're going to say cheers, you know, to everybody. You did. We're going to say cheers. Thursday night, ladies night. Let's take a shot. You did. But yeah, though, y'all, we're going to have a conversation tonight, man. And I've been thinking about this topic for a little bit now. I guess tonight is a good night to have it. You know what I'm saying? Considering, you know what I'm saying, what happened recently with baby girl Ashley Janae, Rest in the Essence tour, right? In no shape, form, or fashion do I, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stats with the Facts, think that there's anything funny about that girl losing her life. It's not a joke. It's not funny. It's not something to be making a joke of. It's a very sad situation, right? But that's how I be happening. Man, right? But Ashley represents a demographic of Black women in America, right? And around the world, but since she's from the turf, we're going to talk about us, right? And it's sad, man, you know, man, she represents a nice amount of chicks, man, amongst us, man. And I got to say, man, it's kind of sad. You know what I mean? Kind of sad. Very sad, might I add, if we're going to be 100 with it, right? Now, as far as tonight's show, I asked the question as the title of the show, right? And I think it's a very fair question. I think it's a question that should be asked, has to be asked, and I also think it's a question that specifically Black women should take into consideration. And I know it's difficult for y'all to do. Y'all are literally the personification of emotionalism, right? But I would implore with y'all women, specifically Black women, to, when it comes to things of logic and reason, which y'all just lack in, collectively anyway, try to use a little bit of logic and reasoning, put some effort into removing the emotions, and face the topic at hand, the question at hand, and really think about it critically, which I know is a skill that has been basically grafted out of the human genome, basically, right? And I asked the question at the top of the show as a poll question, right? Pause. And I want y'all to answer that, man. And I'm going to ask it again right now while we're starting the show, right? Are Black women FBA's biggest ops? I'm not going to say yes. What I will say is it can be argued. It could be argued. That's what I will say. It could be argued. Now, and let me say this. Shout out to Ant CEO. Shout out to the young brother, Ant CEO. Right? Y'all go subscribe to that brother, man. That young brother doing his thing. Young brother's a very intelligent young brother. Very articulate. He's a critical thinker. And he reminded me of myself when I was his age, man. You hear me? My young brother and CEO said, I'm not an FBA content creator, but I'm a content creator that just happens to be FBA. And I'm the same way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to NCO for saying that, because that's shout out to NCEO for saying that. That's real, right? And I'm pretty sure when it comes to us real ones like myself, who all the way fully understand what FBA is and what it is not, right? But at the same time, you know what I mean? Just keeping it 100, and you know, and the reason, and I understand, and I'm not, don't quote me on this. I'm not saying this is what the young brother was thinking or saying. This is what I think he meant, because this is what I understand. This is my sentiment on that, right? Reason why I say I'm not an FBA content creator, because most of the people, specifically guys I see that are, you could consider a FBA content creator, right? Most of y'all don't talk about certain things. You know what I'm saying? About most of y'all don't discuss certain issues that specifically and especially affect us. Shout out to my brethren, Red Supreme, King Supreme TV, right? Because this is a fact, man. You know what I mean? And this is why I say ain't no title in front of me, man. You know, I'm not a part of no organization, no groups, none of that. I ride for my people, though, for real ones, though. I ain't a part of no group or nothing like that. You understand what I'm saying? Definitely not. And, I understand where the young brother and CEO was coming from when he said that, though. But for me, you know what I'm saying, just to take it a little bit further with that, a lot of y'all dudes that are or would be considered FBA content creators, y'all don't address certain things, right? And this is one of the major reasons why I'm not a FBA content creator. Big E, what's happening with you, man? You already know what it is, Big. My brother Big E, my brother XL Pro tapping in. You did. Everybody on Facebook, everybody on TikTok. You know what I'm saying, man? I ain't no FBA content creator, man. But I'm a content creator who just happens to be an FBA, and I stand 100% 10 toes down with all the real ones from the FBA. All you goofy ass dudes, no, not at all, right? Now, I done checked out a couple of different guys' content, right? And I gotta say, man, my brother Red is all the way right, man. You know, a lot of y'all dudes covering this FBA thing, man. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all overcooking the pudding, oversaturating the market, trying to be like Tariq, man. Only exception is a lot of y'all don't address specifically and especially these two topics, right? Yeah, Tyler Perry's is terrible, man. Tyler Perry, listen here, and I'm going to say this right now. Anybody that could be considered along the lines of a Tyler Perry, man, they FBA, but they ain't us, man. Just because somebody, or let me just say this, it's the old saying that we used to have from back in the day, saying all skin folk ain't kin folk, right? And just because somebody is FBA, that don't mean, right? Yeah, they definitely did, Biggie. That doesn't mean that they down with the team, man. That doesn't mean they are down for the call. That don't mean they ride with the people, man, with the brethren and the sistren, man. Right? So let's just be clear on that. Share a piece of history with y'all. Wonder how many of y'all knew this. I know a lot of y'all don't. Alice Walker. Y'all all know who Alice Walker is, right? Right? Y'all know who Alice Walker is, man. Right? Alice Walker wrote the classic novel, The Color Purple. Right? Let me tell y'all something that most of y'all probably do not know about Alice Walker. Right? Alice Walker married a YT boy. Not even a YT boy, but a U-ish YT boy. Right? She is noted in American history. Right? Alabama, the state of Alabama history, as the first Black woman to marry a YT/U.S. boy. Basically, her and her husband was the first interracial couple legally married in the state of Alabama. How many of y'all knew that about Alice Walker? You ain't know? You thinking bullshit? You know I'm going to give y'all confirmation of the information. As I always do, rest in the essence to my brother Sinful to P. Gotta give confirmation of the information. Alice Walker, writer of The Color Purple, is noted in the state of Alabama history as the first legally married interracial couple in the state of Alabama. So when we think about the book and the movie The Color Purple, and we see that Alice Walker married a YT boy, you understand me? We can kind of get where her story is kind of biased at and where it potentially comes from. Dan Patrick, what's happening, man? Put a number 11 in the chat if y'all knew that. Put a number 11 across the chats if y'all knew that. It puts a whole new perspective for me when I found this information out. It put a whole new perspective on me of the book and the movie, The Color Purple. Right? I mean, it just made me, it's completely and totally biased. Right? Oh, Alice Walker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in history, in U.S. history. Well, Alabama state history. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't be surprised that you knew that, Biggie. Right? So when we think about The Color Purple and the sentiment of that movie and the very negative perspective and picture it painted of Black men at those times, right? It's very, very telling, right? Yeah, Maya Angelou had a YT boy for a husband too. See, let me tell y'all the difference between when a Black man gets with a white woman and a Black woman gets with a white man, right? Men, we are the leaders of relationships, right? Without us, a relationship cannot begin. Without us asking you to be our wife or be our main girls or whatever, it won't happen for you. Rest in the essence to Kevin Samuels, he used to say it all the time. Women control access to sex, men control access to marriage. Right? I say all that to say, if a Black guy marries a YT woman or a woman that's non-Black, right? If he's a man, that woman is going to get on his plan, his program, and follow his leadership as a Black man. just the same for a white man. If you are a black woman and you marry a white man, you're going to be on his plan, on his program, flat out. So it's kind of, I guess you could say to a degree, a conflict of interest, right? Because if you are, as a black woman, marrying a white man who is covering you, protecting you, guiding and leading you, I want y'all to understand that the sentiment of most white men in America is somewhat connected to or based and rooted in white supremacy. Now, that's not saying if you get with a white man or if you're married to one or in a relationship with one, that's not to say that he's a white supremacist. But what I'm saying is that since this is the sentiment of most of them as a whole, and it benefits them as a whole as well as individually where it can, I want y'all to understand that most white folks, even the ones who grew up in the hood with us, they grew up with this connection to white supremacy. And when it comes into relation to us as a white man marrying a black woman, foundational black, there's a relationship dynamic that is there, even though it may not actually be there. You understand what I'm saying? It's all in the psyche, it's the mindset. Right now, I'm not saying that there's some white guys out there who done sit up there and marry FBA women and have a successful marriage, and he truly loves her, and he's not on that racist-ish, and he's probably a decent guy. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, for the most part, that ain't how it go. Proof of that is the very low numbers of white men who actually wife up black women. I don't give a damn what y'all see on TikTok, Facebook. I don't care what y'all see. That is such a small percentage, right? YT guys en masse are absolutely not wifing up FBA women in large numbers at all. And I don't say that to be mean, to be bashing, or none of that, man. It's truth. It's facts. It's just not happening. And I don't give a damn what you see on social engineering. It's not happening at the rate that you will be led to believe or think or accept as you see on social engineering. Not even a little bit. I mean, it's just not, man. It's just not. And I think Alice Walker represents, you understand me, the beginning, the catalyst, if you would, for this so-called divestment mindset. And then, of course, her other, contemporaries like Maya Angelou and others fall in line and follow suit. You understand what I'm saying? It's a wild situation, very crazy dynamic. And I want y'all FBA women to take that into consideration. You get with a white man, you're getting on that white man's plan, his program, following his leadership, his guidance. And depending on where he's from and how he was raised, more than likely, he was raised in a household where there's that sentiment, right? There's that ideology, if you would, that most white folks have when it comes to us. And it's based and rooted in white supremacy. Now, you don't have to like that. You don't even have to believe it or accept it. It don't even matter if you don't, right? That doesn't negate the facts, right? And it's just a fact, y'all. You know? Now, when it comes down to the topic of the show, man, right? Are FBA women are biggest odds. Like I said, I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. But what I am going to say is it could be argued, right? It absolutely could be argued, right? Now, unlike most of y'all FBA content creating ass ninjas, right? And my brother Red was right. Most of y'all only talk about YT supremacy, tethers all day. I don't really hear y'all addressing too much other, I don't see y'all addressing really too much other topics of discussion that actually truly affect us just as much, if not more so, than YT supremacy and so-called tethers, right? It's a very fitting word for to use, but I just like anything amongst us FBAs, man, we just oversaturate and we overuse stuff. We overdo it, man. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's the wave. Everybody want to ride the wave. Pause. Everybody want to, make some quick money and all of that. But listen here, we got so many other issues in our community, right? And I'm not going to tell nobody what they should or shouldn't be talking about, because you can talk about whatever you want. I'm just going to say, as far as, what's conducive to what's actually going on and affecting us coming from within our own community versus the very known things that affect us that I ain't going to say we shouldn't discuss. I'm not going to say we shouldn't talk about. I'm just going to say we shouldn't focus on, because those are the things that have been present and constant since time immemorial. We are all familiar with them. Or I should say, we are familiar with YT supremacy, right? And I'm not saying it doesn't need to be discussed or examined or critiqued anymore. What I'm saying is it just shouldn't be the focus. We're well aware of what it is and who most of the people are who fall in line with it, right? We understand this. We know this as a whole, especially those of us who are critical thinkers and stay in tune to such things, which most people who tap in with me are. Dan Patrick, what's happening with you, man? Right? Yeah, you feel me? So with that being said, I'm talking about, my brother Red is right, man. I did my due diligence and I looked at a lot of y'all guys' content. I'm not even going to name none of you ninjas, man. Right? Most of y'all, and it's sad that I can say this, most of you dudes who either call yourselves or could be considered as an FBA content creator, right? All y'all talk about is YT supremacy and tethers. That's all y'all talk about. It's literally all y'all talk about, right? Nothing else, which I think is sad, right? I think it's sad, and I think it's disingenuous, and I think it's putting a stain on the name of FBA, right? I see a lot of y'all trying to jack Tariq's swag. That's Tariq's demo, man. Let Tariq do that, man. I see all y'all FBA content creators, right? All y'all trying to mimic and copy what it is Tariq does when he does his thing, when he has people calling in. And, of course, the so-called tethers call in heavy. And so many of y'all is like biting that demo. It's just crazy, man. My man, Victorious Friends, what's happening with you, man? You already know. And it's kind of disappointing to see, seriously. Like I said, I'm not gonna tell nobody what they should be talking about. You talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about, because ain't nobody gonna tell me what I should or shouldn't be talking about. I don't give a damn who you is, especially if you ain't socking it to my pocket like a Toledo rocket. You did. But I have to agree with my brother Red, man. It's quite sad, right? And when it comes to the things that really affect us as a whole community, if you would, collective of people, down there 50 million of us. I'm pretty sure it's more than that, but we're going to go with the number they say, right? And all y'all dudes, shout out to y'all for doing y'all's thing and bringing awareness and spreading, you know what I'm saying, whatever, promoting whatever. Hey, I appreciate that, but at the same time, no substance, right? How long y'all think y'all going to be able to ride this wave? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that's basically all y'all talk about is tethers and white supremacy, man. YT supremacy all day, right? Versus focusing on the things that actually afflict us, right? Gang banging. We got the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda, right? We got this demonic ass hip hop industry that is just consuming the minds of our young boys and young girls, right? We have a huge simp, sucker, as y'all say, beta male issue within our community that needs to be addressed, right? And I'm personally addressing that issue and putting something together for that. Right? We have a huge, how can I say this? We have a huge bed wrench issue. We have a huge thought. We have a huge 304 slut culture residing and abiding in the minds of, I'm going to go ahead and say the overwhelmingly mass majority of FBA women. Yeah, I'm going to say the overwhelmingly mass majority. We have a single mother issue, right? We have this divestment issue, actually, and every other black girl, every other FBA woman that has sit there and lost their lives by interacting with these YT boys, man, specifically and especially in the past 2 to 3 years, right? And we have a huge abortion issue in our community, right? Huge abortion issue, right? And none of y'all FBA dudes be addressing this stuff. I have to say, it's quite sad, quite disturbing, quite disappointing, right? Sitting up here going back and forth with Africans and Mexicans and whoever can, right? All damn day arguing with them about whatever y'all are about. Man, it's just corny, B. It's corny. It really is. It's corny, right? Not only is it corny, it's hella counterproductive, right? When much more pertinent conversations could possibly be being had, right? But like I said, I'm not going to tell nobody what they can and can't talk about, what they should or shouldn't be talking about. I am going to critique what you do talk about, though. And I don't give a damn how anybody feel about it, right? I done checked out. I'm not going to say any of you dudes' names, man, right? But I looked at a lot of y'all, man. A lot of y'all dudes calling yourself FBA content, man. That's literally all y'all talk about. Y'all don't never address the topic of the shows tonight. I haven't seen one of y'all address it ever, and that's quite sad, might I say, man. Says a whole lot. And black women, FBA women, love y'all to death, man. Like y'all always say, my mama's black, my sister's black, my daughter is black. Most women in my life are black, and I love them to death, right? But a sample, or should I say, a example of that love is my, how can I say it? My unfaltering ability to be, listen here, to be, you know what I'm talking about? How can I say this, man? right? I like to think that I'm being as honest as I possibly can be, right? When I'm speaking on the things that I'm speaking on, specifically concerning our women. And yes, I say our women because regardless of what these chicks think, y'all belong to us and nobody else, right? Same, well, I ain't gonna say the same go for us. And I know a lot of y'all don't be liking that, but you know, it is what it is, man. We decide and control stuff like that, right? And that's just one of those things that works in our favor. You understand me? But when it comes to stuff like this, I'm gonna always keep it 1,000 with y'all. It's not about, listen here, and I have to emphasize this because it's not that I care because I don't, but I just have to say it for conversation's sake. Just in case any of y'all chicks would ever think in your mind to try to conflate or confuse or compare me to any of these ninjas, these so-called FBA content creating ass niggas. And I'm gonna say at some point it turns into non-content. I ain't gonna say y'all non-content creating ass ninjas, but I will say that at some point the content becomes non-content. What is non-content? It's a phrase that Virgil L. Berry II, me, Stats with the Facts, coined and created. My intellectual property, right? That's what real charismatic, magnetic, infinite-minded FBA men do, right? Tap in, walk with me, right? One thing about me is I'm gonna keep it as balanced as possible. Sometimes I might be biased, but you know, when it comes to certain things, it's okay to be biased. Ninja, that's what I'm talking about, right? Especially when it comes to my people, I'm gonna be super biased. I'm gonna be in my bias though. I'm gonna be fair and tell the truth though. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm with you when you're wrong, ass ninja. Nah, when you wrong, and I ain't riding with no wrong-ish. Nah. It goes against my morality and character as a man nowadays, man. If you my brother and you doing some bull, I'm gonna check you on that, man. Of course, behind the scenes, for sure, right? It'll never make it to here unless it started here. Right? But outside of that, nah, man, we ain't gonna do that. Right? My man Dan Patrick say, Virgil, just imagine if Black Americans knew and understand our true culture, also known as blood lineage and identity and code of conduct, our women would not only be number one, but also be the most desired. That's a fact. That's a fact. I couldn't agree with you more, Dan Patrick. That's an absolute fact. You know what I'm saying? Total facts. But, you know, we got to keep it 1,000, y'all. Right? The question is, are Black women FBAs, Foundational Black Americans, biggest ops? Right? Could be argued. We won't talk about it, though. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, sharing and social engineering. Right? And we're going to get to it. Now, Ashley Janae, right? She is the modern representation of a movement that has cost the lives of lots of our sisters over the specifically and especially the past 3 years, right? And it's crazy, and I love when I come across women who engage in social engineering, but not so engaged that they just be knowing about everything. Me being a content creator, it's things that I don't really care to know about that as a journalist, I have to know about, right? And I can't stand social media, some of it, right? Yeah, he did, man. And listen here, man. Shout out to Marquette. Listen, man. Marquette, to me, bruh, I'm gonna say this about Marquette, because Marquette remind me a lot of guys I went to school with, man. Right? And when it comes to Marquette, man, I'm gonna just say, when the brother's right, regardless of anything else about him, right? You know, if you're saying something that's right and exact, I can't not go along with what's right and exact, no matter where it's coming from, no matter who it is coming from. I'm not one of them guys, right? And this is certain subject. Now, that's with some context now, though, right? If you a certain type of guy, there's certain things you just can't speak on. But if you speak on something, right, that is not something that you like be perping about, and it's some real raw, uncut, right and exact type is like this, and you speak on it, you know, and you making sense, I'm not going to disagree with what's right and exact, no matter where it's coming from, no matter who it's coming from. And I would encourage y'all to do the same, right? Shout out to Marquette for breaking that down too, though, man. All right? But Marquette, you got some explaining to do, boy. You got some explaining to do. See, we gotta get to the point, y'all, where we got nothing but solid FBA men representing this FBA thing, specifically and especially online. You can't be a sucker in some areas, right? But when you speak on certain things, it's like, yeah, he broke that down real. Nah, man, you gotta be 100% thoroughbred with it, man. Right? And that don't mean you gotta be a street guy. That doesn't mean you have to be a thug or a gangster or none of that. What that means is you just gotta be 100 and be right and exact about everything you say and do, man. That's all. You know? You can't be on some sucker shit, man, and you know, trying to but then on this point talk about some real shit like you a real one. And it's so easy to just be thorough, man. So easy to just be a man, right? At least it is for me. I don't know about you, man. I don't know. Some of y'all make it seem like it's a difficult thing to be a man. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, Ashley Janae actually represents, sad to say, you understand me? Sad to say, a nice majority of Black women. And of course, as this more and more unfolds, we finding out more and more stuff. Ashley Janae. Rest in the essence to Ashley, man. I wonder what Ashley looked like when she ain't got all that makeup on her face and all them lace fronts in her head. Pretty good. She don't look like she looked too much different without all that makeup and stuff on. Like I could tell that Ashley was an attractive girl without all that extra stuff. You feel me? Like, if it's a dude that know anything about chicks, you can tell that Ashley, even without all the makeup and stuff, you can tell she's a nice looking girl. You know what I'm talking about? At least I can. I don't know. Lots of y'all dudes on the internet nowadays, y'all really don't be knowing nothing about bras for real. Right? Y'all really don't. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. Right? Now, when it comes to Ashley Janae, y'all, man, she is the modern representation, and I would even say she's the face of this whole divestment thing. It's funny, like I was saying earlier, it's when you come across chicks who like engage with social media, but they ain't like invested. They ain't like it's like, you know what I mean? And I say that to say because a lot of chicks aren't even aware of this, man. A lot of chicks who ain't tapped in don't know nothing about no divestment movement. I want y'all to understand that. There's a portion of Black women who do not even engage with stuff like this online, social, or on social media. They have completely no clue of such a thing. Monique Robinson, what's up with you, loved one? Right? I say all that to say that this divestment movement is majorly something that's an online thing, but when it does spill into real life, y'all see how it ends up. Very tragic, right? Very, very tragic. This young lady should not have lost her life in the way she did. However, she did allegedly, if what they're telling us is true. She should definitely still be alive. But I actually was on that bullshit, man. Y'all seen the tweets. Y'all seen the posts. Seen the stuff she was saying, right? But she's the modern face of the movement. It's too bad that she had to be martyred, right, at the age of 31 on her birthday of all days. Very cryptic. Wonder who this Joe McKinnon guy actually is. Not too much on him out there, though, for real. Right, but he has some very, very questionable business connections. I'm going to just say that. I'm going to wait till the news come out with some more stuff before I say anything. Right? Don't like casting pearls before swine. But Ashley Zane is actually a modern representation of this movement at its crux, if you would, at its height. And she is the franchise, if you would, poster girl of the divestment movement. She even coined a new phrase called soft life divester. She's a soft life. Did y'all know it's degrees to it's degrees to divesting. It's levels of divesting. You got different types of divestors. Ashley was pushing and promoting the soft life divestment. Black women, let me tell y'all something, man, just in case y'all ain't know. Right? YT guys do not rock with y'all. They just don't, man. I don't give a damn what y'all see online. They don't. They do not. They absolutely do not. For the most part, the overwhelmingly mass majority of YT men and males view not just y'all, but all other non-YT groups of women as sex toys, sexual conquests. And I'm talking most of them, man, right? I've been in the locker room with these guys. I've been in the gym with these guys. I've been in prison with these guys, in the streets with these guys, man, in county jail, all of that. And I'm telling you right now, YT guys do not, man. They don't, man. If y'all black women could hear how and what YT boys think about y'all for real, I promise y'all, or at least I would like to think that y'all would not even contemplate the thought of entertaining one of them for relationship-wise or even sexually. And Ashley is the face. She's the poster girl, Wrestling Essence Tour, for the new era of soft life divesting. Now, let me tell y'all something else. YT men are the original tricks. They are the original Johns. They're the first simps. They started that ish. Crackers created They created simping, man. It's an invention of theirs. And somehow groups of us took on the same thing, right? It's a sad situation. Black ladies, let me tell y'all something. Most YT guys with money, like money that can afford you a soft life, they fetishize y'all, much like how Robert, or should I say Joe, fetishizes black women, right? As we found out, Joe's a frequent attender of the Zanzibar resort, where he just totally smashes and runs through black women like it ain't nothing, right? Like it ain't nothing. And for some reason, and like I say, man, I don't assume that people are stupid, man, especially grown people involved in certain things that require a modicum of intelligence. And I don't think that Ashley was stupid. I don't think that Ashley was dumb or goofy broad to a certain extent. And that extent is, I don't think that Ashley actually believed, right, she was the only one. She might have thought it, but I don't think she actually believed it. And as some information has been coming out, it appears that Ashley was That's the answer to it. It seemed that Ashley was available to the highest bidder. I'll just say that. And that's most chicks, especially chicks like Ashley, who want to be seen, who want to be a social media personality. They want to be a influencer, right? Just because you have influence doesn't mean it's positive influence, because there's positive influence and there's negative influence. And any chick who is a FBA woman out here promoting divestment or soft life divestment, right, is totally misleading and misguiding young, impressionable ladies, young, impressionable, foundational Black American women like herself, right? Not understanding, not realizing that the YT guy that yo mama married is a small representation of those type of white guys. And I'm just going off of if he's a decent guy. I don't know. He could be a prick, right? But I'm going to say he's not, because he set an example to where versus wanting a black man like her father, she wanted a YT man like her stepfather, right? One thing I can say about this YT guy, her mother is on his program and following his leadership. You did, or is it? You know, a lot of these YT guys is old happy wife, happy life ass dudes. Right? A lot of you ninjas is too. I think that's terrible. I think that's just completely horrible. Right? So we can clearly, or I think it's safe to say that Ashley is the poster girl for modern divestment. So much so, like I said, she coined a new phrase, soft life divestment. Or I don't know, is this something that was going on before Ashley started calling herself that? Or is that something that Ashley came up with on her own? Black women, let me tell y'all something, put y'all up on game that y'all might not know about, but y'all should, see as how much y'all brag about being the most educated, which is just not true. The most enrolled, the most educated though, could be argued, right? Definitely could be argued, right? Put a number 11 in the chat if you agree with that. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page. Ashley is the poster child for divestment, right? totally corrupting the minds of young girls who follow her content and were influenced by her or continuously are influenced by her. Absolute horrible. You know, I mean, absolutely horrible and terrible. Rest in the essence to her, right? But when it comes again with a YT man, I want y'all to understand about the overwhelmingly mass majority of YT men. Most of them are just as poor and broke as the same black guys that y'all be saying are poor and broke. I would even say more so, right? Understand that the average YT guy is making about $50K a year. Understand that. I know this because I have a job. I work, and it's the average run-of-the-mill YT guys that work up there. Just like anywhere else. Most YT guys are pretty average ass dudes. They ain't got a lot of money and they can barely afford to take care of your black ass and give you a soft life. As if most of y'all even deserve that. Right? Now, when it comes to Ashley Janae, she was pushing this rhetoric. And as a result, she lost her life by doing so. Right? Sadly, she represents a nice majority, or should I say a nice population of black women, FBA women. Right? The rest of the essence to her, she did not deserve to lose her life, but goddammit, when you play stupid games, you're going to get stupid prizes. And sometimes that stupid prize might be your ass in a pine box, allegedly hanging from some goddamn where, or with your brains blew out or something. Right? Let me tell y'all something about these YT dudes, man. Most of them are very average and cannot afford to give you a soft life. Right? The reason why you see a lot of YT men with YT women who are very average, because they grew up in homes that were very average where their mothers and fathers were together and they see the dynamic and the structure. And of course, when it comes to them, they're going to do the same thing that they seen in their households. Right? So even a average ass YT guy or get an average ass YT girl, they'll get together and they'll make things happen. Is there dysfunction amongst their community? Of course it is. I mean, it is in every community, right? But to think that you're going to get the level of a YT guy like Joe, right? If you think you're going to get a Joe type YT guy, understand that even a guy like Joe, who is a certified top tier trick, right? He's not looking at Ashley as something, to be long term. Understand that YT guys like Joe will ask you to marry them, right? Or they will propose to you. Notice how the marriage will never happen. Right? And you got to think Joe's a multimillionaire. He's not stupid. He's not dumb. He might be a trick, but just because you're a trick don't mean you're stupid, although it is very stupid to trick. And as a person who used to trick, I can tell you firsthand, right? Joe is in a financial situation. His money starting to look funny. Maybe Janae, maybe Ashley found out some information she wasn't supposed to find out. Maybe there's way more to this story than what they're telling us, right? You ever think about that? Maybe it's way more to this story than what they're telling us, right? But surface level, what we've been told, right? She get with this seemingly rich guy, millionaire tech guy, right? Joe McCann, who's friends with people like Iggy Azalea and stuff like that. He was in financial bonds, financial straits, right? And if you ask me, what I think what happened with Ashley is Ashley ended up being made, coming across, hearing something she wasn't supposed to. Man, I personally think Ashley found out something she wasn't supposed to find out. And, you know, whatever. But I'm just saying, that's just me. That's just my spider sense going off. I could be wrong, man. I have been wrong before, man. But I know for a fact there's more to this situation than what they're telling us. Right? Can you dig it? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You know, it is sad, Dan Patrick. It's very sad. Right? Very sad. Right? They say it ain't tricking if you got it. Yes, it is. Right? Well, subscribe to the page. Of course, share your social engineering. Right? Shout out to Deep Noir News. Look at Auntie, man. let me put it up on the screen for y'all, man. Look at Auntie, man. Yeah, it's definitely tricking. It's definitely tricking, especially when you got it. It's tricking. Make no mistake. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. The more money you got, the more tricking it is. Goofy ass. It's definitely tricking if you got it, especially if you got it. It's tricking. Because if you actually got it, you shouldn't have to trick. But, you know, the spirit of tricking runs rampant in America amongst men. I ain't even want to say it's not even race specific. Right? Let's go, y'all. Let's watch this video right here from our auntie. Boy, the aunties, boy, they be spilling the tea, Jack. Deep Noir News, man. Let's go. Let me pull this up on screen for y'all, man. What? Y'all ain't know? Come on, y'all. Y'all couldn't have been. Let's go.
Ashley, she was not escort. She was a music video girl. You know what I'm saying? And she did that when she was young. She died when she was young. But it's like when the police officers say, well, you BMs, you know what I'm talking about? You BMs, you are a drug dealer. So therefore, if you do drugs, including marijuana, then you deserve to be out here because your morals are so low that you're doing weed and all that. You deserve to be out of here. So it's bull crap because that is what people are saying.
Auntie showing off them titties, ain't she, man?
And this video is going to talk about her being an escort, but she was not an escort.
Put a number 11 in the chat if y'all think Ashley was an escort. Right? Selling that monkey. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Look at mine.
They're saying just because she was with all these different rappers, she was a music video girl. She be in the music videos. That's still a job, hell. But they're trying to say she was an escort. Lies they tell.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't know this to be true about Ashley, but this is what I am going to say. Most girls who are video vixens, video girls, being dudes videos, most of them girls are selling box, man. I mean, this, you know, let's just say what it is, man. Let's just say what it is, man. Right? Let's go, man.
So let's listen and hear what they got to say. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here at the Deep New Orleans News. I am your host, Gigi, my DG. All right, so, honey, let's hear what's going on.
Knock it off.
Let's take it all the way to the back.
So, the Zanzibar police have come out to say that Ashley Janae and her fiancé Joe McCann had an argument before her tragic death, and that the staff had to separate them in different rooms. But this is hardly the only developing detail. There have been allegations that Ashley was an escort who made it very clear that she wanted to live a certain lifestyle. And this, to some people, changes everything.
All right, hear me out. And maybe this is just me. But I just thought about it because I was driving on my way home. I'd really be ready to cut a nigga off over smoke. Like, the littlest thing, I'd just be turned off. Like, ugh.
That's okay.
It was mad people in the regular lane. And the express lane was clear as... I'm zooming through that. Passing. Feet.
So Ashley was a little ratchet. Look how she talking. Let me tell y'all something, man. Rest in peace to Ashley, but, man, I'm from the hood like most of us is, man. And I know a ratchet ass broad when I hear and see her. Let's just say that.
As a grown man, in 2023, living in the state of Florida, specifically Dade County, Broward County, doing without a sun pass. Like, honestly, you want to just vibe in traffic. Vibe. Could take you 15 minutes to get somewhere. You want to chill out for the next 45 minutes sitting in a regular lane for what? It ain't gonna work with me, baby. It ain't gonna.
She got that East Coast accent too. Where's she from? Philly?
Gonna work.
You can hear the Philly in her voice too.
It ain't gonna work. I ain't gonna lie. I'm talking about, yo, babe, get over into the express lanes faster. Nah, like I ain't finna do it.
That's the sound of an American oil company hard at work. Want to be a part of it? Listen up.
Hello, my name is Adam.
Oh my God.
Drive over them cones and get on.
They're also saying that Joe was married already to back this claim about Ashley being an escort, because he still has photos of the alleged wife, and none of...
Why was Joe posting pictures of his wife who she looks racially ambiguous? Like, you can tell she got some black in her, but she looks to be mixed, maybe. She's a nice looking girl. But Joe definitely posting pictures of this bra. He ain't post not one picture of Ashley anywhere. Anytime you see a picture of Joe and Ashley, it's a picture that she posted. I think they said she's from Philly or something like that. From Philadelphia. She definitely sounds like she got some Philly up in her for sure. Right? She starts saying the bull. You know, she starts saying the bull and calling niggas nuts and stuff. No, that's the, you know how them Philly dudes talk, man. Let's go.
Ashley on his social media. And now we have to ask the questions that are on everyone's mind. If Joe was married, did Ashley know? Or was she sold a total dream?
Man, stop it, man. Hold on. No. I'm not saying that Joe didn't lie to Ashley. Maybe he did. I'm just saying, I don't think that Ashley did not know that. I don't think that Ashley thought or felt she was the only one. I could be wrong. Maybe she did. Maybe he told her that, but I just don't believe it. I just don't believe that. Right, let's go.
The wife find out about the trip and the engagement?
Oh, stop that bull crap. He was I don't know if he was married, but if he was married, his wife knows, because all this, what they were doing, were a year on social media. All she did was flex. I mean, none of it was private. So how could she not know? You know, she was tagging him and stuff. He was replying to her stuff. Every woman out here and every wife is going through social media, finding out what their husband doing, who's he taking pictures with, who he following. They was following each other, so that's bull crap. But let's go on.
And could she have had something to do with the argument that night? Was the engagement even real? Or was it just content for the divestment lifestyle she was preaching? Most importantly, was Ashley really an escort like some people have been speculating online? Okay, just for a bit of background. The tragic incident occurred during a birthday trip in which Ashley had recently turned 31 on
work. I ain't gonna lie. I'm talking about you.
Style. And this, to some people, changes everything.
All right, hear me out. And maybe this is just me, but I just thought about it because I was driving on my way home. I really.
Okay, so I'm just saying, just listen to how Ashley talk, y'all. Ashley ain't no valley girl who talk like a white girl. She's a hood chick. She's just a pretty hood chick. We all know chicks like Ashley. Little cold, little bad, little bras, ghetto as hell. See, now that I actually heard Ashley talk, I'm more kind of inclined to agree with my brother Red Supreme, man, my brother King Supreme TV, when he said they got into it and she was mouthing off, getting flies, snapping her neck. Now that I heard this, when I heard this about a couple of days ago, I'm like, oh, okay. She was a little ratchet. Yeah, man, I know she was paying, man. Like I said, Joe probably was telling his wife, like, look, I'm doing this little content with this little broad I'm messing with. His wife probably knew we getting a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? We're going to, you know what I'm saying, doing this little soft life divestment thing. You know what I'm saying? We got assets coming in from YouTube. We got monetization on Facebook and all of that. And he bringing the money. Man, Ashley, man, don't tell us you was tricking on this dude, man. See, that's how they be getting y'all, man. They get y'all like they really involved in some stuff, man. They might even be getting to a little bit of yaper. They might even be getting to a little bit of money. You feel me? They might be even getting to some money, man. But I want y'all to understand that a lot of these guys that are in big business, tech business, dealing with crypto and all of that, a lot of these guys are scammers. They're scammers. You know how many dudes I know got taken up top by so-called cryptocurrency professionals and cryptocurrency experts and all of that stuff, man? Do you understand the level of scamming that's going on with that whole Bitcoin and all that type stuff, man? And Joe got scammer written all over his face, man. And Ashley probably just thought she had her one, man. Nah, she ain't think that. Ashley was cashing out. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe Ashley really did think dude was in love with her and stuff. You know what, man? You in a financial situation. You know, I got the assets jumping and all that on YouTube. I got the money coming in from Facebook and something. I can help you out. I can give you a loan, or I can help you get back on your feet. What Monique say? Monique say Ashley like them pink hot dogs. God damn, Monique, man, not the pink hot dog, man. Listen to how Ashley talk, y'all, man. This puts a lot of things in perspective. I don't see nothing wrong with attractive rich women tricking on good dudes, man. You know what I mean? I would love to meet a attractive rich chick. Don't matter what her race is. I would love to meet an attractive rich chick who just want to sit up there and sock it to my pocket like a Toledo rocket just for me being the handsome, charismatic, magnetic ass ninja that I am. You dig? Sit up there and sock it to my pocket like a Toledo rocket, Jack. You hear me? Just to be in my presence, just to be in my company. You dig? It sounds nice, but when you're a guy like me, ain't no dude like me about to be having no, you know what I'm saying? Because there's stuff that come with that. But me being the type of guy that I am, if I was to come across a broad like that, I would tell her like I tell any other chick, man. I wouldn't like kowtow. I wouldn't switch nothing up. Look, this is what it's gonna be. This is what it's gonna be, man. This is what it is. This is what it ain't, and what it's gonna be. Dealing with me. And if you up and you got some money and you dealing with me, you can best believe you're gonna be socking it to my pocket, Jack. LA, what's happening? Rebecca, what's happening? Shaston, what's happening? Tapping in on Facebook, everybody on TikTok. And you can best believe if you a chick with some bread and you up and you want to deal with a guy like me, rest of the essence to my man Simple, what did he say? Choosing fees, choosing fees. Hey, I'm gonna do a show on that, man. Hey, maybe I start charging y'all chicks choosing fees, man. Huh? You want to be in the company of a real one like myself, you're going to have to pay that penance, man. I need a choosing fee. Choosing fees, choosing fees. Ladies tapping in on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. What y'all think about a choosing fee? What y'all think about having to sit up there and come to a brethren? And I'm not talking about any one of these raggedy ass ninjas that y'all done got babies by and have bad experience with. I'm talking about a real live guy like myself, right? Somebody who can actually lead you and guide you on the path to success in life as a woman, right? Because I'm doing it for my goddamn self, right? Getting with a guy like me, you're going to have to pay a choosing fee because my time ain't free. You did? My energy, my guidance, my leadership, all of that shit ain't free. You know what I have to do for the past 44 years to build myself into the person I am, to have all this infinite knowledge I got and experience in this game? Choosing fees, choosing fees. Right? I ain't going to tell you, I don't have a set price, right? I will tell the chick, you bring what you think is what you think getting at me, getting with a guy like me as the man presiding over your life, man. You come with a price you think is suitable. Choosing fees, choosing fees. You better choose your words carefully with my girl LA say, man. Choosing fees, choosing fees. What y'all know about a choosing fee? Ladies, would y'all be willing to pay a choosing fee to get with the type of man that you want? And I ain't talking about none of these goofy dudes. Like I said, not them goofy dudes y'all got kids by with y'all silly asses. I'm talking about real ones, man, like myself, right? That can actually make your quality of life very, 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 very significant, right? Like I say, I'm not leaving myself nowhere fucked up. So if you fuck with me, we're gonna go to the promised land. You did? Choosing fees, choosing fees. Just think of it as like a dowry with no marriage, right? Think of it like that. Think about a guy that you know, that you like, that you attracted to, that is the example of masculinity and manhood, something like your dad, if your dad is a real man and he's involved in your life and still to this day is alive. Huh? A guy who has a lot of knowledge, a guy who's successful in his own right, a guy who has his own situation going on, his own motion. He don't really need you for nothing, but you absolutely can see where you might need him, right? What y'all think it's worth to get with a guy like that? You think you should have to pay a choosing fee? What you think is a nice start out price for a choosing fee? Niquay, what's up with you, loved one? My man Dan Pratt said, you damn right, Virgil. I'll do right by her. Also, like Kendrick Lamar said, the deck ain't free, baby. Take that E out, put us. I like how my brother Dan Cratchit box cleverly with his words, even when he be typing. You feel me? Monique said, that's all I got is me for a fee, man. Shit, sometimes you ain't enough. I know that's hard to hear for a lot of y'all women, though. I'm just be real. Sometimes you ain't enough. Sometimes you got to have more than just you. And when I say you, we talking about your looks, right? And even if you can add value, right, which most women can and do. That's one thing I can say about real grown women. If you get with a real grown woman, she absolutely is going to add some value to your life, Jack. That's one thing I can say about grown-ass woman, man. Grown-ass woman going to add some value to your life, man. But see, a grown-ass woman, if she see what type of guy you are, she ain't going to have no problem paying that choosing fee. Matter of fact, she's going to be enthused to pay the choosing fee. She's going to actually want and desire to pay that choosing fee. Choosing fees, choosing fees. I know y'all chicks don't like that shit. Y'all don't like that though, but that's how a lot of y'all be sounding, man. And a lot of you trick ass ninjas be going for that stuff, right? Y'all paying these bras when the bras should be paying you. You the man, right? Real world type is you are the man, amen, right? We the ones we build. We create generational wealth and legacy, man. Right? So if you is a hell of a guy and you got hell of a situations going on in your life and a chick feel like she want to get with you, damn right she should be coming with that choosing fee. Because if she come with that choosing fee, that's proving to you that she really honors and respects your game. She respects your leadership. She respects your guidance. So much so that she feel it necessary to bring you a nice little something as a choosing fee. I choose you, babe. Y'all like that right there, huh? Y'all chicks don't like that, huh? Choosing fee, choosing fee. What y'all think a nice choosing fee is, ladies? Huh? Let me see a number. Monique, Niquay, what's a nice choosing fee? What's a nice amount of bread you think you should bring to that hell of a man? Right? My man Yellow D tapping in. What's up with you, Cuddy? He said, you know our generation is the last of the real ones. Anything after us is rainbows and toxicity. These ladies might want to get an 80% 80s baby. Yeah? Yeah, 80s. Get you one of them, get you, yeah, man, preferably, because, you know. But see, the reason why these chicks like these YNs nowadays, because these YNs is super tricked out, dude. They super tricked out. They can't wait to spin a bag on a chick just to impress her so they could possibly get some box from her. Right? Right? Monique Roberts said, love me some 80s babies. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was born in 1982. What they do. And you can best believe if you want to get with me, you got to have that choosing fee, Jack. Huh? I need at least 10,000. Little 10,000, that ain't nothing. If you a grown ass woman, you should have that in your savings. Like how I do. Right? Choosing fees. Huh? Ladies, y'all quiet now. Monique, what's a good price? What you think is a good price to pay? Huh? Are y'all chicks saying y'all ain't never came across a man who you just feel like, man, I want to get on this nigga program, man. I like how this dude got his life run. I see how he operate. I see how he move. I just want to be a part of what he got going on and help add on to his greatness, right? Because I know if he great, I'm going to be great, right? So with that being said, ladies, what do y'all think a fair choosing fee is? Because Ashley definitely was tearing Joe off. You can believe that. With her ratchet ghetto ass. As pretty as Ashley be looking, I would never think that she sound like that when she talk. Just looking at her pictures, I automatically assumed that she had like a real prissy valley girl accent. No, she sound like a ghetto ass ratchet bitch. That's what she sound like. Rest of the essence to her, but I'm gonna keep it 1,000, right? And Joe just seen a pretty little. You gotta think. Most white guys like Joe, they like dark-skinned, pretty black women, right? And just like most of us black men, we like dark skin. I don't give a man. Listen here, I don't give a damn what these dudes be talking about. Look at your personal life. Most black dudes, most of us, we are attracted to dark-skinned women. Most of us would even prefer to have a girl like Ashley versus a light-skinned chick. Now, most dudes, some dudes be perping, but the thing is that when you look around in your personal circle, look at the men in your life, your brothers, right? Your uncles. Well, they women. If they have black women, are their women, their complexion are darker for the most part? My man Gold P, what's happening, man? My man Gold P in the building, man. Ladies, what y'all think is a good price for a choosing fee? What is a good number, a good price, a good number that y'all think you should bring to a man, right, if you want to get on his plan? Y'all think y'all get the ride for free? See, this is one thing I respect about the ism, right? One thing I can say about the ism, man, they stand on straight manhood and masculinity when it comes to these bras, man. And when you get with some ism, man, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to bring a choosing free, right? Stop resting the essence to my brother Sinful, man. I wish him and Freeze would have made that song, man. That would have been so fire, man. Shout out to the homie Freeze, man. Listen to Ashley, y'all.
Be ready to cut a nigga off over small. Like the littlest thing, I just be. Hear me out, and maybe this is just me, but I just thought about it because I was driving on my way home. I really be ready to cut a nigga off over small. Like the littlest thing, I just be turned off. Like
That's okay.
It was mad people in the regular lane, and the express lane was clear as. I'm zooming through that, passing, feet. As a grown man in 2023, living in the state of Florida, specifically Dade County, Broward County, doing without a sun pass. Like honestly, you want to just vibe in traffic, vibe. Could take you 15 minutes to get somewhere. You want to chill out for the next 45 minutes sitting in a regular lane for what? It ain't gonna work with me, baby. It ain't gonna work.
That East Coast, I hear that East Coast accent coming out.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm talking about, yo, babe, get over into the express lanes faster. Nah, like I ain't finna do all that. Drive over them cones and get on.
They're also saying that Joe was married already to back this claim about.
Man, Joe. My guy, Joe, man, wherever you at in the world, you mother sucker you, man. You was turned on by that. I mean, I know Ashley pretty and all, right? And the body is fire. We ain't gonna be no haters. But as soon as I would have heard Ashley talk, she instantly would have went in the category for me. I'm sorry, man. I like feminine women, man. And I don't care how pretty you are. If you talk like that, you instantly become unattractive as far as taking you serious. So I question Joe's actual attraction in Ashley as far as wifing her up. And I even question if this is even a real thing or if it's all for social media, because like my man Dan Patrick said, you know what I'm saying, she was tricking on the ball, as they say in Philly. You know what I'm saying? She had a little thing going on. You know what I'm saying? She probably had a little bit of motion from being in these dudes' videos or whatnot. You know, you hear Joe Budden said he invited her and Joe to his birthday party. Joe Budden said he actually knew Ashley. Oh, man. Joe Budden said he knew Ashley. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if old Joe clapped them cheeks, man. Because, you know, he's known for wifing up video vixens. Am I wrong when I say that? What was the girl's name? Tahiri? Little bad little chick? Huh? Oh, my God, man. This is terrible, man. Right? Oh, let me read y'all's comment. I didn't even see you. Who said that? Monique Robinson said, I'm light brown. Well, that's cool, Monique, man. But I'm just telling you, for the most part, man, we like chicks to be our complexion or darker for the most part. I don't know too many dudes that's just like super hyped up about light-skinned chicks. Right? I'm just being honest, man. That was like a thing when we was young. I don't think that's really a thing now. You know, so I preferably would like. I find that I'm more. Now, don't get me wrong. I like attractive women. It really don't matter your skin complexion. But if I was gonna say, if I had a preference, if I got a type, if you would say that, especially when you think about girls that I actually taken serious and been in relationships with, they all been dark skinned. You know, I got a thing for pretty dark skinned black women. You hear me? See what I'm saying? My man Gold P said, I like dark skinned women. I like women, period. What I don't like are their ill behaviors. I have a healthy disdain for their ill behaviors. You know what I'm talking about? I got to say that. My man Yo D said, yeah, all it took was the first 2 seconds to know I couldn't deal with her respect. Yeah, you just said, just listen to her talk. Like, she just a pretty ratchet ass broad. Right? And I'm thinking that Joe got to be a real live sucker, right, to even deal with her. He probably like, man, she's pretty, but man, the way she talk. And I wouldn't be surprised if something transpired. And I mean, but you just never know. You just never know. I ain't gonna speak on that because we don't know. Gold P said, off top, the broad would not be someone deemed to be good for a relationship. She'd jump off. Yeah, that's it. She just cheats, just clappery, just clappage. As my man Uncle Diggity say, claptivity. Right? Yellow D said his attraction was just like most other YT men. They all fantasize about being with dark-skinned, pretty, thick black chicks. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Yellow D, and that is a fact. Monique Robinson said, I love dark men. I know that's right. Dan Patrick said, I like all shades of women. I know that's right, man. Right? Now let's get to this video right here. Hold on. Let's get to this video right here, y'all. Because I want to show this, man. Because, you know, this lets you know that more than likely Ashley was a bop. You know, we're just going to say what it is, man. You know. God bless the dead. Rest in the essence to Ashley. But Mom, you was a bop, you was a bop, man. Where Joe Budden at? What he said about this shit, man. I seen a video when he was speaking on it.
The biggest illusion in this entire story, the lifestyle. Because everyone thought Joe McCann was the provider, the one funding the trips, the gifts, the luxury image. But behind the scenes, that image was cracking. Company collapsing, massive financial losses, deals falling apart. And suddenly, the truth flips. Ashley was the one holding everything together. Paying, planning, maintaining the illusion. And that changes everything. Because when someone is pretending to be powerful while secretly losing control, pressure builds. And pressure doesn't stay quiet, it explodes. Usually behind closed doors. So now the question isn't just about money, it's about ego, control, and what happens when someone can't keep up with the life they promised. Because sometimes the real danger isn't failure, it's the fear of being exposed. The biggest illusion in this entire story, the lifestyle.
Ashley. So you mean to tell, you talk about this, and this is why I said, everything that glitters ain't gold. So Ashley was sitting up here perping, right? She got all y'all silly ass chicks thinking that she got this rich white tech millionaire cryptocurrency trading money making white tea dude. She got all y'all thinking that this dude is just up. He's providing her this very affluent luxury soft life of a divester. When in all actuality, Ashley was the one that was actually footing the bill. And it's just crazy how y'all sit up here and tell us black dudes that we gotta have this, we gotta have that, we gotta pay for this, we gotta pay for that. But y'all sit up there and go trick on fake rich white dudes, man. Something, man, I tell y'all, boy, man, y'all, man, y'all straight out of comic book, man. my man Jim Kelly say, man, you come straight out of comic book, man. See, and I'm gonna say this. See, this is something that's not an issue for me, right? I've been a gained up, charismatic, magnetic, handsome ass dude all my life. I've always had my way with women, specifically black women. I ain't never had to trick. I ain't never had to do none of that sucker shit you dudes be doing. Chicks always genuinely just like me for me, right? Now, when I started getting money, that just added to the sauce. You feel me? But I didn't need it, right? I don't need it today. Right? I don't tell chicks I got anything. I'm broke. Right? And I'm such a fly ass dude. Hey, I'm gonna need a choosing fee if you want to be with me. My man Gold P said, for the record, I have no care for that beat. I ain't a sucker. I have no care for any broad who denigrates brothers. Bitch, kick rocks uphill with ice skates on, laced with motor oil. Damn. Damn. Kind of brutal, man. But I can get with that, man. Because, you know, I'm not saying that anybody deserves to die. Ashley didn't deserve to die or lose her life, you know. But, hey, man. You know. What you expect from us? Yeah, hey, me too, damn Patrick. I'm broke as shit. Listen, I'm broke as shit, man. You know, I don't know where my next dog come from. Kay, what's good with you, sis? How them babies doing? I ain't been... You ain't hit me up. You ain't sent me no pictures of the babies or nothing. That's wow. It's crazy. Now, that's my sis Key tapping in on Facebook, though. She just had twins, man. All praises be to the Most High God. Yeshua HaMashiach brought them twins into the world. You did. That's a beautiful thing. You hear me? Yeah, I'm broke as a joke, too, man. That's why you got to give me a choosing fee, because I'm broke. All right? You better be bringing that choosing fee to the table. You want to get with a brother like me. Choosing fees, choosing fees. Man, my man OG, man. I'm telling you, OG, man. OG is that's my young brethren right there, man. Yo, talking about, hey, if it's not 4 digits before the decimal, the relationship is not progressional. You did. OG. Hey, if it's not 4 digits before the decimal, relationship ain't gonna be progressional, ladies. You better come with that proper choosing fee. You already know, man. Send me some pictures or something, King, man. God damn it. Then Patrick say, like my parents told me when it comes to females, just be yourself and tell the truth. After that, some will respect you because you kept it real. It's all about quality, not quantity. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. Right? And when you carry yourself in that way, man, you're going to always be able to have your way with these chicks. You hear me? Especially if, so you keep yourself in shape, you're handsome, you're charismatic, you're magnetic, and you got an infinite mind, you're intelligent, you can speak on massive different things, so you got motion going on in your life. I ain't saying you got to be balling out of control. I'm just saying you got your stuff together. You got your finances in order, you got your place to stay, you got your vehicle or two, you got a job, nice career, or even, own a business or something like that, and you're making a way for yourself, so you can go do what you want to do when you want to do it. And then you got money saved up, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You got at least your 10, 20,000 saved up for a rainy day. You know what I'm talking about? Monique, wow. Monique says it's gonna take about 6 months to reach 4 digits. I'm testing the product. See, that's the thing, ladies. Y'all don't set no parameters. You gonna come with that fee or go mess with one of these fuck niggas, man, that y'all been fucking with, that y'all got babies by. So you get with a real one, you're gonna have to pay, man. Just like Ashley had to pay. Unfortunately, she had to pay with more than just money. Right? I got a feeling the situation with Ashley, although I could see how it potentially could be that it was an altercation and her old Ashley seemed like, man, she seemed like she'd be saying dead ass. She seemed like what's they be saying out there in Philly, man? What's the Philly slang? She sounded like she'd be talking like one of them dudes from Philly or something, man. So I can see how possibly, potentially, maybe they got into it. Mr. O, what's happening, Joe? Right? My brother, Mr. O, in the building, man. Go subscribe to my brother up out of that Windy City. What's happening, Joe? That's how a lot of girls in Chicago is, too. This is one thing I can say about Chicago, my experience with Chicago. Chicago got a lot of Ashley-type chicks. I'm talking about pretty bad bitches, man. Pretty. Bodies fire. But they be ghetto and ratchet. They be gang members. I can see Ashley saying on phone them, man. On phone them grave, man. On King David, man. On King Larry, man. I can see her saying twin. You hear me? Ashley do got a big mouth on her. An old ratchet ass mouth too. You can tell any chick that say, nigga, talk like that, like, oh my God, ghetto and ratchet, man. Ghetto and ratchet. See, Joe just seen how pretty Ashley was. And he didn't realize once he started talking to Ashley, like, whoa. That kind of turned Joe on a little bit, though, because he a freaky YT dude with a fetish. Not an attraction, a fetish. Understand the difference between a fetish and an attraction, ladies. It's a big difference. Joe has a fetish for black women, but I wouldn't even go as far as saying it's an attraction. But you see his wife that he actually wifed up and had kids and stuff with, was married to, actually showed the world to. You know, she was kind of light skinned. She was like fair skinned. She wasn't as dark as Ashley, right? My nigga Gold P said, I told the broad, I got 2 feet to take me to the 2 new broads. Don't play with me if you want to stay with me. Cash before the ads. If you stand up, bitch, keep my pockets from living that monetary itch, having that monetary itch. You dig? My niggas coming through with that. My niggas coming through with that. Ism or not? You dig? Let me want to pop my collar up in this bitch, man. You know? You understand me? Choosing fees. Huh? So Ashley was tricking, basically. Making it look good, keeping up with the Joneses, trying to make it look good for social engineering. And all y'all goofy, I'm going to call y'all goofy because y'all goofy. Any of y'all black chicks, listen here and listen to me good. Any of y'all black chicks who are a part of this divestment thing and y'all really want to sit up here and talk crazy about us black men, right? And I'm going to say us because I'm a black man, so I'm going to include myself in that, even though I'm not included, because when y'all talk about the top, y'all ain't, man, listen here. All y'all so-called divestors chicks, if y'all spent the day with a dude like me, you want to be my woman, man. You want to be my wife. All right? Messing with them soft-ass, corny-ass YT boys, man. Them dudes lame as hell, and they do not like y'all. Y'all are a fetish to them. Y'all are a plaything to them. Y'all something, y'all know, and I got to say about the YT boys, man, they don't be getting no smacked-ass black chicks. I got to give them props for that. When the YT boys get y'all, they get the nice-looking ones, right? And y'all girls be so green. Y'all don't think guys like Joe watch the internet and watch social media? Y'all don't think he's familiar with what the divestment movement is and all of that? Y'all don't think guys like Joe see how y'all black women talk about wealthy white dudes and how y'all just be ogling over them, how y'all just be willing to do this and do that, and how y'all think y'all gonna use them, like how y'all use trick ass, simp ass black dudes. So goofy. So goofy. These dudes, not all white dudes is trick ass simps, just like all black dudes ain't. Some of them will reverse game on y'all. They'll play the role, play the part, right? Until they get you where they want to get you. Next thing you know, your little influencer money that you get from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, and your little video vixen, thought girl video model money, right? That you think is some money, but it really ain't, right? But it's something. Yeah, I ain't gonna let it, it's something, right? But to a guy like Joe, it's just something to, get me back popping. You understand me? So if it was anything like that, clearly Ashley was getting to some bread. I'm never knocking a broad that can get to some bread. You know what I'm saying? I actually find a chick who can get to some money. I think that's very attractive. You know what I'm talking about? Because that means I ain't gonna have to. That means you ain't gonna be expecting me to spend my money on you, right? You did. And plus, if you notice, man, chicks will be getting some little bit of money, man. They be like, saying, hey, listen here, if a chick getting some bread, hey, she better break it. Huh? I don't know what's wrong with y'all dudes out here, man. Y'all dudes nowadays is wild, man. Right? But Joe looked like he around my age. Joe looked like he in his mid to maybe late 40s. Right? Joe from the era. Joe might got some little bit of game about himself. You just don't know. One thing for sure, two things for certain, he had Ashley breaking him off. real proper life. You understand me? Hey, listen, man. I don't want to sit here and seem like I'm just bagging on Ashley, man. I actually think Ashley was a very beautiful young lady. I could tell, minus the makeup and minus the lace fronts, I could tell that Ashley still is a pretty chocolate chick. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I ever came across Ashley, she'd be bagged. She would be like how most chicks who get in my presence be. You know what I'm talking about? It's one thing to interact and engage with your brother and your brother online until you're in my actual physical presence. So it's a whole different situation. You know what I'm talking about? And Ashley is just my, I like pretty chocolate girls. Rest in the essence to her. You know what I'm saying? Now that's the divestment part of that. And I didn't even realize that we've been chopping it up for this long. So I'm gonna get to the second part real quick because I'm trying to be on here too much longer. Right? Now the other part is our FBA women, the biggest ops of the FBAs. Right? The first part was the divestment movement. Right? I think the divestment movement is, and it's crazy because the next broad I'm about to talk about, she incorporated both in her content. But with this whole thing, with actually resting the essence to her, man, life to live, whole life ahead of her. I don't know what happened. I really, in my own personal opinion, I think that Ashley came across some stuff concerning Joe's business that she was not supposed to know, right? Now, I know y'all know what I be doing over here. I'm not reaching into no conspiracy theory bag or none of that. I'm just saying what my intuition is telling me, what my journalistic, investigative journalist skills and spider sense is telling me about the situation is that it's a lot more to it than what we being told, right? I'm feeling like Ashley came across something she wasn't supposed to come across, man. Right? But at the same time, I can also see how it could possibly potentially be. And I think this is, man, listen here, man. I keep telling y'all that these people be watching the internet like them Arab dudes over there in Dubai and in the United Arab Emirates and in Oman and all of that stuff, Yemen and all of that, them rich ass sheiks and stuff. Y'all think they don't watch Instagram and see how y'all just thirsty and for bread? You think they don't send, they be sliding in that them porta potty girls, them dudes be sliding in their DM, hitting them with them indecent proposals. And they go, of course, because they thirsty for bread. Right? LeQuay says, I take care of the man who takes care of me. If I got it, he got it. And it should be vice versa. Yeah, for sure. No doubt. So with that being said, LeQuay, what do you think a decent choosing fee for a real one is? I'm talking about not one of these old goofy dudes out here. I'm talking about a real one, man, a real live man who you know and you done seen and witnessed. You see this man is a man in every way. I could follow this man. I could have this man leading me and presiding over my life. And I trust him that he's going to take care of business and all of that stuff, man. How much you think you need to bring to a nigga like that? What's the choosing fee price? What's the choosing fee amount? I say you got to bring a brother a minimum of 10 bands. I say in our economy, you got to bring a brother a minimum of 10 bands. That's the least I would take. Notice I said least. Choosing fees. I'm going to see if I can find that by my brother. Right. Ain't got no shorts on my brother Sinful talking about that old choosing fee. Nah, ain't no shorts on Sinful. Rest of the answer to my brother Sinful, man. What y'all think a nice choosing fee is, man? Right? Right? My man Dan Patrick said, I agree with you, Virgil. I bet them rich dudes are looking at our live stream right now. Hey, Rich C, can I borrow a dollar? You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, go ahead and hit that super chat. Hit that cash app. It's rolling across the bottom of the screen. Y'all see that dollar down there? We monetized over here, man. Sock it to my pocket like a Toledo rocket, Jack. You did? Huh? Choosing fees. Simple Freeze should have dropped that album. Right? You gotta have that nice trap, man. What y'all ladies think of nice prices? Don't you think a minimum of 10 bands is that's the least you could have, man, right? Right? Now we got people tapping in. Put a number 11 in the chat, man. What y'all think, man? As of right now, before we get to the second part, man, y'all think that FBA women is FBA's biggest ops? I just say it could be argued, right? Now we're about to get to this next broad, who I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all might be fit, right? I don't even like typing stuff like this into the damn thing. That's crazy.
We can never get around to talking about solutions. And in speaking of clips, Sister Tammy, there is one clip you might want to ask Sister Cynthia about, because it was sent to me by about 30 people several months ago, maybe even weeks, where she suggested that women, black women, should abort their black male fetuses because after birth, they would not contribute to anything worthwhile in the black community. Could you ask her to clarify her comments?
I would love to.
Women,
well, I would.
Wow.
We can never get.
Right. Y'all know about this broad right here, man. Right?
And what it does to a person. So for you to go through and spread to the masses to terminate your pregnancy, which I procreate with black men, which that you're saying, for you to tell.
Yeah. Shout out to Davin Lewis, man.
Anything that you're saying, for you to tell black women to that procreate with black men, which my son is a black male, to go and abort their black boys is absolutely ludicrous. Because if you have ever had to terminate your pregnancy, which I have because I'm disabled, and it was the most gut-wrenching thing I've ever gone through, you don't know what that feels like and what it does to a person. So for you to go through and spread to the masses.
How does it feel to be left a single mother where the man tells you, I'm not going to raise my child at all, and you got to take responsibility? How gut-wrenching?
I am a single mother, okay? And I am raising my son alone. And I'm a single mother because my son's father was murdered, okay? So I do know what it is to be a single mother and to raise my son alone. So you don't sit here and
psychologically damaging as an abortion. People get abortions all day, every day. Stop it.
Yes, they.
It's not the same at all. It's just not. Right? It's not. At least if you have a child and you're raising them by yourself as a woman, at least you have the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, hopefully come across some decent men who could mentor and guide your son in all ways of manhood and masculinity. Right? But that is no way comparison to the same effects psychologically, mentally, spiritually as just straight getting rid of your baby. Come on now, man. And this is what I'm saying. Y'all black women promoted this stuff. Y'all promoted this broad. She had hundreds of thousands of subscribers. If I'm not mistaken, she had like 300-some thousand subscribers before she got kicked off of YouTube. And it wasn't none of y'all black women who rallied together like, hold on, this broad bugging. She's talking about we should promote aborting our male children. Man, the fact that y'all black women sit up there and didn't shut her down and cancel her for that, and I'm not about canceling anybody, but if I was going to say agree to cancel something, that's definitely something that should be canceled in our community. Who in the hell would ever think that anything good, positive could come out of such a campaign? And she had girls sitting up there on them live chats. I'm talking about, yes, girl, yes, man, yes. So this is why I say it could be argued if black women are our biggest ops, or could be considered our biggest ops. Since 1969, black women have aborted reportedly 29.6 something, I think it was, million babies. Now, with me, this is what I do with any official numbers that come from these people. I double it or I triple it, because that's going to be the real number. So if they telling us it was like 30 million, there's more probably like 60, 70. Just imagine if it was 130 million of us in this country. Right? Black women collectively over the past 56, let's just round it up to 60 years, have aborted more of us than any wars, any gangbanging-ish, or anything else that causes the lives of black men to be lost. Black women have done it more than anything. And my thing is to y'all black women, what say you? We're going to talk. We're going to have some real talk. This is a Real Talk podcast, man. Art Media LLC. We don't talk nothing but real talk. Emotions out the window, all of that. We talk real talk over here. Ladies, it's a conversation. And all you FBA non-content creating, some of y'all to an extent ass ninjas, I don't never hear y'all dudes addressing this topic. I don't never hear y'all approaching the women in your comment section with this topic of discussion. Seeing as how lots of black women done sit up there and offed babies, multiple. I could get up here and show y'all content after content of black girls just bragging about the number of abortions they got. Right? Bragging about the amount of abortions they done had. Calling them bodies. The Jezebel spirit runs rampant amongst our women. And don't hit me with that. Well, what about? I don't give a damn what other groups of women do. I don't give a damn what white women do. I don't give a damn what Asian women do. I don't give a damn what African women. I don't give a damn what any other group of women do or does. I don't give a damn. Don't come in my comment section with that shit. Because you're going to get flame roasted. I don't give a damn what other women do. I don't speak on any other groups of women. I don't care what they do. I care about what my women do, black women. And yes, y'all belong to us. I don't give a damn what y'all say. It's not y'all's decision to make. How about that? And it's about time us real men start stepping up and being very vocal about this stuff. Because all y'all goofy ass fuck niggas haven't been around is the reason why a lot of these bras feel all haughty the way they are nowadays. You know? That's one thing I noticed. A lot of y'all need a lot of correction and checking. And y'all been around these goofy ass fuck niggas online that transfer out into actual society that y'all forgot that there's a such thing as actual real men out here. Right? Cynthia G promoted the unaliving of unborn black male children. And a lot of y'all supported her in that. Would you think that would put y'all in the category as our biggest op, seeing how since 1969, y'all done offed about 60 million black people? Think about that, man. Relish in that, ladies. Think about if you ever had an abortion. Yeah, you. Did you have your abortion because giving birth to the baby would have been very detrimental and possibly highly potentially cause your life? Because if that wasn't the reason, ain't no reason why you should have aborted that baby. Anything other than that, you're justifying murder. Flat out. What y'all got to say about that? What y'all got to say about that? And I'm going to repeat it just in case y'all ain't hear me. The only reason it would be justifiable in aborting an unborn child of any sex is if doing so would highly compromise the life of the mother to the point to where she would have a high percentile chance of dying upon giving birth to this child. As a husband, if I was told that and it was a high percentile that I could lose my wife, then that's when we would have an abortion. And that's when it would be justified, even spiritually. All praises be to the Most High God, Yeshua Mashiach. Right? But most of y'all didn't get, and I know a lot of y'all thinking, well, what about if I was sexually assaulted or whatever the situation may be, right? Hey, if that happened to you, I feel for you, loved ones. I know what it's like to be violated, you know what I'm saying, sexually, man, unfortunately. You know what I'm talking about? You know, my experiences with 2 chicks that I had in my lifetime. Yeah, I understand how that could be detrimental on you and how it affecting all of that. But hey, man, that doesn't negate the fact that if you feel like you justified in offing your baby because it was a result of sexual assault, you'd be wrong. You'd be wrong. I don't give a damn what the law say. The man's law say. I'm talking about the Most High. You know, you ain't got to believe in that, but I can guarantee you're going to answer for that. You're going to have to. So if you're comfortable in that, then you're comfortable with that. Right? Well, he said, a few goofy-ass black men has done me wrong, but I would never turn my back on them. I still believe in love with the black man. You know what I'm talking about, Key? Shout out to you for saying that, Key. Shout out to you for saying that, Key. That's my sister said that, man. Shout out to you, Key. She said, I've been done wrong by black men. Very wrong. You know what I'm saying? Most chicks would say, I hate black men, but my sis Key said, I would never turn my back on my black men. I love y'all with y'all's dirty, trifling asses. 20 million babies are bigger than a lot of countries. How many were boys? Exactly. And I'm pretty sure that number, I'm gonna go ahead and double and even triple that number. I don't believe that that's the number. I believe it's more like 60, 70, maybe even 100. Right? And that's just the ones that are reported, y'all. You got to factor stuff in. Those are the ones that are reported, known about, reported. That don't include the ones we don't know about. Right? Yeah, man. Cynthia G promoted the unalive and the black male baby specifically. Right? Specifically. She promoted this to the point to where she got booted off of YouTube. And it wasn't black women that booted her off. It was a white teen woman that got rid of her. And y'all want to talk stuff to black dudes for messing with white teen chicks. They seem to be, more on the team than y'all. And that's crazy. Now, of course, I'm embellishing. It's just that one white chick. So, I mean, that doesn't represent most at all. But I'm just saying for the sake of that situation, that's wild. It wasn't a group of black women that got together and said, hold on, this bra tripping, though. Like, you know, content is content. And, you know, we're going to say things for shock and awe on YouTube, you know, subscribers and subs and views and likes and whatever, right? But come on, sis, man. You talking about like you see now? I ain't jacking that, man. I can't get jiggy with that. I can't support that. Can't watch that. I can't, you know, especially to y'all who got sons out there, right? Especially to y'all who got sons out there, right? I always say this on my show because I know there's a lot of chicks who just don't tap in with certain aspects of social media. Y'all will be surprised, y'all, about the amount of chicks who don't know nothing about a Cynthia G. And if you meet a girl who don't know nothing about Cynthia G, you probably can work with her. She ain't all the way gone, probably, potentially. Right? That means she ain't been indoctrinated by the, that means she ain't sipped the Kool-Aid. Right. And shout out to y'all chicks who just don't even have stuff like this in y'all's algorithm. Right. Like y'all don't like, I really never heard of this chick a day in my life. I come across a lot of chicks who say that. So that's what's up. Right. But Cynthia G not only promoted, and I always encourage y'all, if y'all is first time hearing about this broad is from tapping in with me. Black women, go to YouTube and type this broad's name in, Cynthia G, and just watch her content. Watch her content. Because I know if a chick rock with me, I know she got some thoroughness in her, right? So, and if you ain't hip to it, say go check her stuff out and tell me what you think, right? Especially to y'all black girls that sit up there and got sons that y'all love to death. This girl talking about, or was talking about, unaliving black male boys before we even get about the box, man. She was promoting this. I would even dare say that she was being paid to do so. Sound like some real live Margaret Sanger type-ish, but just out in the open with it, though. Right? Not only did Cynthia G promote abortion in the black community, influencing black women to unalive their black male fetuses specifically. Man, y'all black girls is goofy and stupid as hell for listening to that. That's why I wouldn't like I say it could be argued, man. I would understand why somebody would feel like y'all are big as ops. I would totally get that. Just like I would understand, might think that us is our biggest ops due to how we be gangbanging and just offing each other in the streets over stupid stuff, man. Like how these rapper dudes is doing. I can understand why somebody would feel like that. See, I'm not biased. I keep it fair across the board. That's just not the topic of discussion night. It's ladies' night, right? Cynthia G tried to ride the divester wave, and the divestors kicked her. The divestors kicked her ass out, man. They shunned her. They banned her. Right?
With the whiskers on her chin and got the fucking gloves and your whole ass, nigga. Do you get your rocks off by insulting women? Like, why are you here? I want black women to take note. Hold on, Dust Ball. I'll give you another. In a
right? I'm going to say it's like 60, 70.
A tribute to Cynthia G. Divesting gone wrong. Before we begin, no man on earth is giving a woman money without sex. That just doesn't happen. Despite what divestors, swirlers, and Cynthia G says, no white man is paying black women hundreds to thousands of dollars just to get a chance to date them.
Not at all.
Black women are not high on the white man's totem pole. It's black women that pay to have sex with white men. I'm just saying. Let's take a look back at Cynthia G's Model Mayhem days. You know, the website for wannabe and amateur models who sell nudes and prostitute themselves.
Though, I was tempted to, though. And I wouldn't care anything about what anybody had to say about it. If I want to take money from a white man, I'm taking money from a white man, and I'm still going to sit up here and talk about white supremacy, too. I would do both of those. But, so I met this white dude. Obviously, I wasn't really attracted to him at all. And I would have been, and it wouldn't matter if he was attractive anyway. I don't date white men, so therefore there wouldn't have been a date with him. Now, this white dude wanted to date me, but I wouldn't date him because, again, I don't date white people. So I told this man straight out the gate, I said, I'm not interested in you. The only thing that I'm interested in is your money. And I said that you haven't dated black people, and I'm not about to be your first experience either.
Seriously, apparently you ain't seen your face. The only clown that I see
whether
running around
his day,
with this show and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if anybody else can see it, but that person looked like a clown.
I think
a clown with this painted up face and this big old wig on. That is a clown.
And it wasn't going to get him to date me. Now, I've had this man going to Macy's and buy my sister 7 jeans and BCBG boots and all these other stuff. That was my testing, because I said to myself, let me see if he'll buy stuff for someone else because of me. And if he does, then obviously he'll buy stuff for me. Okay? So my sister's birthday came up, so I went in there and had him buy her a bunch of name brand things. He didn't bat an eye. Okay? He just bought the stuff. So he bought the stuff, so I gave it to my sister. She took a lot of that stuff back and got more because she doesn't really care about any of these. She doesn't really care about name brand stuff. So she got the stuff. Now, after that, every single time he would go to like these outlet malls for Christmas shopping and stuff, and he would ask me, do I want to go? And I would say, sure. And then he would ask me, did I want anything? And I would say, sure. And he'd just buy me a bunch of stuff. Mind you, he already knew at this time that I wouldn't date him because I said I wouldn't date him. I already said I wouldn't date him. I wasn't interested in dating him. Now, anytime I went out, whether it was by myself or with my sisters or anything.
Just stop. All right. Now, I'm going to say this, I'm going to keep it 100, right? Are there some guys, YT guys out there that are totally sit up here and trick on y'all? Yes. Will they do it for nothing? No. Now, it might be the slight chance that you come across an old guy who's an old, lonely guy, white guy who's just desperate for company. He's probably going to be, when I say an old guy, I'm talking 60, 70 plus, for sure, white guy who looked like a little bird or a damn lizard or some shit like that. Right? And he's probably just always been attracted to black women. And, you know, he's at an age to where he probably can't get him up, pause. And he just, you know, lonely and wants some company. Maybe he'll pay you just for nothing. But even than that, you're going to have to go hang out with him, spend some time with him, interact with him. You might not have to do nothing freaky or nothing strange. But you still is going to have to go invest some of your time with that man. He's going to want to see you at least be in your company. And even that is a form of prostitution, girls. So just because you ain't giving up no box don't mean you ain't prostituting. Y'all girls be killing me, man. Right? Be killing me. And then try to, you know, be... All right, I'm going to keep that to myself. I ain't going to say that. You know? Come on, man. Cynthia G was selling risque pictures, posting risque pictures on the Madam Mayhem or whatever it was called site, trying to get the attraction, you know what I'm saying, the attention of a rich white simp. Flat out. Because that's the type of stuff rich white simps be on. Rich white simps sit up there and go to Madame Noir and Mountain Mayhem and, you know, OnlyFans and all that type stuff, old stuff. They all go to that old shit. You know what I'm talking about? Them sites trying to see what they can see. Trying to see if they can find them one that's ready to go. Tell them when to go. Let's go.
He asked to meet up with me to go out for dinner or something. He was paying for something. If I had a bill that needed to be paid, he was paying for that bill. I would go put stuff on hold at the mall just so that he could buy it. And he was. I take my sister with me to the mall one time, and we would go buy stuff, and he would pay for it. Oh, Lala 324, I took cash and he bought stuff. Like anytime I needed something, I would be like, oh, I need $500 for this. He will meet up and give it to me. I would say, oh, I need to pay this bill. I didn't really have bills to get paid, but I would say, oh, I need to pay this electricity bill. I need about $500. He would come bring it to me.
A divester is pretty much a streetwalker.
Notice that Cynthia said, y'all. Notice Cynthia said he would come bring it to me. See, I'm a very, very, very tactful listener and active listener. She said he will bring it to me. Man, girl, if you don't knock it off, man, if y'all see, like I said, with the exception of what I just said, be expecting something in return. Just like any man spending his bread is going to be expecting something in return. Right? Y'all not out here, right, just getting money from dudes for nothing. You might be able to finesse a couple goofy ass dudes who's really stupid enough to send you some money. But for the most part, when it comes to these old rich white dudes too, or just well-off white guys, period, oh, they're going to want something in exchange for their change. Goddamn, you got to do something strange. It ain't going to be you just get money for nothing because he thinks you cute. Like, that's crazy as hell, man. Y'all dudes out here, some of y'all dudes, it's enough of y'all doing that stuff, clearly, to where these chicks be bragging. But then y'all chicks, a lot of y'all be lying, man. Because like I said, although I know you might be able to get that off on like maybe one or two, maybe a few guys, for the most part, man, y'all ain't sitting up here just got a whole bunch of dudes just sending y'all money just cuz without y'all doing nothing strange. You talking to the game right now, Jack. You ain't gonna tell me nothing stupid like that and think I'm gonna believe it. If a brother breaking off his bread, if a man breaking off his bread, you can best believe there's some strange activities going on sexually. You dig? She sit up there doing something strange. Every woman at some point has came across an opportunity where they could monetize or gain financially off of monetizing their sexuality. It ain't even necessarily gotta be you letting the nigga go up in you. You hear me? It ain't even necessarily gotta be you having to top a dude off. You feel me? It could be other stuff, you know. A lot of girls sell pictures of their feet online. Understand that's prostitution. That's sexualizing yourself and monetarily benefiting from doing so. Right? Because understand when dudes is looking at your feet, it's a sexual thing. They sit up there jogging off as they look at pictures of your feet. Which I think is just crazy. That is absolutely insane. Right? So yeah, though, man, we ain't gonna stretch it out too much longer, man. You know what I'm saying? That's Ashley Janae Robinson, rest of the essence to the young girl. She didn't deserve to lose her life, but goddamn it, she lived her life in such a way to where it would create the exact environment for something like that to happen to her. So y'all young girls out there, y'all take notes, man. All y'all chicks looking online, social media, and y'all seeing this soft life divestment movement where y'all think just because y'all pretty and y'all got nice bodies and y'all think y'all can gain the attraction of a rich white man and think he's going to actually come from out of the heavens and save your ass and give you this soft life and you ain't did nothing to earn it, but Ashley did something to earn it. Ashley was willing to sit up there and pay the piper, man, and keep up the appearances. You know what I'm saying? Keep up with the Joneses, as they say. Unfortunately, it cost her her life. Rest in the essence to Ashley, man. Beautiful young lady, man. Beautiful young lady, man. She had the ingenuity to sit up there and monetize something like that. Just imagine what she could have did if she did it something actually productive. Synthetic G. She's come online telling y'all to abort y'all's unborn male black babies. She come on here trying to, get her hustle scam game on in the divestment movement. They booted her up out of that. You understand me? She sits up here telling y'all about being baby mamas and all that stuff she was talking about while she's sitting up here being somebody baby mama. A guy she met off of the internet who got already other baby mamas, as they say. So the same girl telling y'all to abort y'all's babies is out here being a ratchet thought like how some of y'all is. Doing the same stuff y'all doing while monetizing off of y'all by making y'all think that she is not and that she's leading this movement where we just getting rid of black male babies. And you know what I'm talking about? We just, but we're going to behind the scenes be the very same type of chick we tell other black chicks not to be. So much so that she even used to bust it open on this here website, right? Scantily clad. Scantily clad. I see Cynthia showing off that gap, huh? She sit up there showing off that gap. Selling that old box. A lot of y'all chicks, at some point in y'all's life, y'all have been presented with an indecent proposal. Am I lying? Especially if you're attractive. Especially if you're attractive. Ladies, put a number 11 in the comment sections, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Put an 11 in the comment section if somebody ever offered you some change to do something strange. I know somebody that sit up there and ask you to do something strange for some change, man. Especially if you a decent looking, if you're an all right looking chick. Man, it's some dudes that sit up there and say, hey, what's the ticket? What I gotta pay? And I know this to be true because I had conversations with chicks. A lot of chicks been telling me about a lot of you dudes, trick ass ninjas. Right? Terrible. I don't see no 11s, huh? Where Niquay at? Huh? Where Monique at? Huh? Where y'all at? See, Key the only one keeping it real. My sis Key is the only one keeping it 100 tonight. Key said 11. Right? And my sis Key, she's beautiful. You hear me? You would not think she's 43. You 43, right, Key? Key don't look 43. I gotta say she don't. I don't know. I ain't seen you since you had the babies. You might be fat now. You might be a little chunky monkey. You might be a little chunky monkey. I don't know. But now my sis Key, her face card has always been very valid, as y'all say. So you know what I'm talking about. You know. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not a hater, y'all. Sin G look good in these pictures, man. Based off of these pictures, I will clap them cheeks. I'm keeping 100, man. I'm a real nigga, man. Y'all ain't gonna sit here and tell me that in some of them pictures, Sin G didn't look all right. Like this one right here. Where is it at? She ready to get them cheeks clapped right here. Like she ready to just get gunned. You know, I keep it 100. Say CNG don't look like she ready to get them cheeks clapped right there in that position right there, the way she laying down right there. A lot of y'all niggas be perping, man. Right? I don't do that. I don't need to. So, as we close the show, put a number 11 in the chat if you think that black women are the biggest ops of the foundational black American community. I'm not gonna say yes or no. I'm gonna just say it can be argued. But y'all can feel how. Put a number 11 if you say yes. Put a number 12 if you think no. Now, mind you, and I have to say this, man. Black women, black American, foundational black American women have oft unalived reportedly 20 plus million black babies since 1969, 1970. Pretty sure the number's more like 60, 70. But let's just leave it at 20. Even at 20, that's crazy. It's 20 plus. So even at that 20 million, that's crazy. That's more than all the wars, all the famine, all the gang banging, all this D-boy street hustler fight shootouts, all the robbery, all of that shit ain't matching up to no 20 million niggas. All the gangbangers in LA and across America is not even the tunnel to see the light of the shadow, right, of the light of that 20 million. That is insane. That is literally insane. I want y'all chicks to think about that. Really think about that. Right? Think about that and think about the question, damn, are we the ops? Are we the ops? Now, mind you, 95+% of all y'all's abortions are a result of unwanted pregnancy. Guess the percentage of unwanted pregnancy as a result, or guess what the percentage is of abortions as a result of incest, sexual assault. Guess what percentage it is? Oh yeah, y'all quiet now, huh? Shout out to my brother Red, man. Listen here, FBA non-content creating ass ninjas, right? And I agree 100% with this. If you can't correct your women, that means you can't protect your women. You shouldn't protect your women. And that means they can be compromised. So with that being said, are y'all the biggest ops, black women? And I'm talking about collectively, not you individually. I'm talking about collectively. Because there's way more black women who have had abortions than have not. Okay, let me reverse that. That's not true. I wonder what the stats is on that. I wonder what number out of a certain. I wonder how many out of 5 women have had 5 black women have had an abortion. That'll tell the tale right there. If it's most of y'all. Got to get it together, black people, man. We keep going along like this, man. We're going to be extinct in the next 25, 30, 50 years, man. Round it up the next 100 years, man. We ain't even going to be around, man. All right? So y'all think about that, man. We're about to get up out of here, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. I appreciate everybody coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, anywhere else in the world, but you tapped in with your brother and your brother, and I appreciate that, man. I didn't even mean for this show to be this long. You know what I'm talking about? I really didn't. you know. But you know, when you got to get to it, you got to get to it. And ain't nothing to it but to do it. And you know, we gonna do it like we used to it over here. All right. Y'all know I gotta leave y'all with some E&E. You did. That's what I gotta leave y'all with some E&E. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineer. Listen here, man. Right, ladies. And every chick I know, most chicks I know are FBA women. Right. Peace out, Monique and everybody else. Right. So if you ask most chicks that actually know me in real life, they will tell you that I am a real one. They will tell you that I actually love, right? Not only just my black community, but I love my black people and I love black women. I mean, my daughter is black, my mom is black, my baby mom is black. Any chick I mess around with is going to be black. If I was to get married, it would be to a black woman, right? I actually do care and give a damn about y'all. That's why I can be brutally honest with y'all, right? And like my man, shout out to Ant CEO, the young brother, man. Go subscribe to him, man. I'm not an FBA content creator. I'm just an FBA guy. I'm just a content creator who happens to be FBA, and I represent that at 100%. But I ain't on no sucker shit, though, right? And when it comes time to hold our women accountable for the stuff that they need to be held accountable for, oh, they're going to get held accountable over here, Jack. You can believe that, just like I'm going to hold you niggas accountable when y'all be on some bullshit, too. Let me correct that. When we be on some bullshit. Right? You did. And that's just how it's going to be, man. And ladies, ask yourself this question. Are y'all the ops? What y'all got to say about that 20 plus million since 1970, 69, 70? That's 20 million black people that ain't here. 20 plus, that's at least 20 million black people who are not here simply because y'all just didn't want to have a baby, which is murder. That's what I want y'all to think about, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. I think we're going to have my brother Jay Brock on the show. He got a comedy show coming up. We're going to have him on the show tomorrow night for the Friday night wrap up. Make sure y'all tap in, walk with us. Appreciate everybody coming out. Like I said, y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you tapped in with me, your brother, Virgil, a.k.a. Stacked with Facts. I appreciate that. Smash that like button on the way out. You did. Hey, man. Hey, chicks out there, right? Black women, right? Real ones, right? Us real ones, us real black men. Hey, we love y'all, man. All y'all got to do is fall the fucking line, man. Right? We're real ones. I ain't talking about these goofy niggas out here. I'm talking about real ones, which it ain't a whole bunch of us. Right? So if you be blessed and honored and privileged to come across a real nigga like me, you better scoop that brother up. You better get on his program and follow his leadership and his guidance, man. And that man will take care of you. You dig? I promise you he will. You dig? Got to make sure you look like something too, man. Because our black women is beautiful, right? And when you're a brother like myself, man, you can have as many as you want. And all we ask is y'all to just ride with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Ride with the real ones. You did?
Yeah. I just need you to do one thing. Ride with me. Tricky situation turned into a broken heart. Yep. Overthinking leadership, I'm trying to play my part. Cool. Shit be different nowadays, you gotta smart. Lit nigga, been 100 from the very start. 100. Mona Lisa with the flow, your boy work of art. Look Looking at your body, baby, you a work of art. We tryna bring light to what we doing in the dark. Stay away from madness, like the month of March. Queen in my eye, you the one I call too. When we first met, you would always come through. Rolling gas, now we chillin' with a sky view. Squeezing on your titties with my head between your thighs too. Make it hot and steamy, firefighters gotta come through. Put your fire out, baby, that's what I'ma do. First class flights, I just wanna spoil you. Take you around the world, you the one I'm loyal to. Fussin', we fight, shit, it happens, it's life. YOLO, we don't get to do this shit twice. I suggest while we here, we make best of this shit. Stacking up money and booking more trips. Give you everything that the eye see. Pull the whip over, then we hit the back seat. About to make the windows fog, now we can't see. Ride with me, this is really how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Ride with me, keep it G and just vibe with me. Cruise the city, getting litty, it's a vibe with me. Just ride with me, get live with me, yeah.
Ride with me, escalated style, baby, you can slide with me. We can roll up the windows, get high with me. Just ride with me, get live with me. Yeah, get high real quick, soar the skies with me. Put the wheels up, baby, just fly with me. And you told me one time you was dying in me. Always forgetting shit, you reminding me. All your girls like, damn, where you finding me? Other teams like, damn, are you signing me? Shorty had the lawyer up, she was finding me. Put the ladder up, baby, start climbing me. Love when you navigate, start guiding me. Giving great headshots, don't mind me. You be flipping your positions at a high degree. On top, from the back, and the side with me. We can fuss, cake up, hair nails, makeup, smoke, wake up, haircut, get a shape up. Now we in fly mode, riding down the side road. With the test of time, Nosh got a time code. Sick.
Ride with me, keep it G and just vibe with me. Cruise the city, getting litty, it's a vibe with me. Just ride with me, get live with me, yeah.
Ride with me, escalated style, baby, you can slide with me. We can roll up the windows, get high with me. Just ride with me, get live with me.